farming. So we're doing a little bit of testing here in the back. We have it in Cummins Killer, and we got the tranny hot during Bronco Roundup, I might have mentioned. We just want to make sure that we're shifting through, feeling okay. Right now my driveway's blocked, so why not do launches in the backyard? We'll start with that. So we're going to go to drive here. I'm going to boost it a little bit and just see how it goes. I don't know how fast we got going, but I mean, it's pretty sweet for spinning the tires in the dirt. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So like I mentioned in the intro, guys, I had a little bit of testing I wanted to do on the Bronco. The tranny had stripped out 2 of the tranny mount bolts, so we retapped them. It's kind of a pain in the ass because the cross member is typically a 2-part cross member from Ford, but I had cut out and put a piece of pipe in to let it, so I could like clock the transfer case if I wanted. So it was one piece, so it was really hard to get it out and back in. Not really hard, but definitely more difficult than a stock one would be. So I got that done, and I was kind of a little nervous about the transmission because it got so hot. I was hoping that it still worked because it sucks to get done with the build and have to put a new tranny back in it. But from what I can tell in our little testing, the truck looked good. I hope you guys thought that too. Now what I want to do is just kind of touch up the bodywork. At some point I'm going to do real bodywork where I'm going to put on fresh panels, maybe fiberglass, maybe steel, I don't know. So until then, I kind of just want the truck to be enjoyable on the trails. I don't want to be worrying about messing up brand new bodywork. So for the time being, I'm just going to make it look good because I know a lot of the stuff doesn't look that great right now. Right here, this was rubbing, so I'm going to cut this back. Maybe I'll extend this arc. I'll take another fender and mock it up. Maybe I'll just clean it up for now and just make it straight back. We'll do something with it. I'm not really too sure. But up here's not too rough. I'll cut that. It'll be easy. Doors are fine. Maybe I'll touch up on here where I got a little overspray on bed liner. But really, my biggest issue is the back. Here, I heated up a little too much with a plasma cutter, trying to cut some of the rust out of the inside. And then we've overspray some of the inside sound deadener. But this is all like rot back here, which I'm going to replace. And I'm going to replace it with steel at some point. But for the time being, I'm just going to Bondo a lot of it. That way, if the truck goes and rubs, I know what needs to be clearanced. Maybe I have to downsize on tires, which probably won't happen because once you go to 43s, no one wants to go to 42s. But then, this was all patch panel here. I got some of it actually rotting out, which sucks. I don't know if you guys can see that if you want to come up close. But this is all bubbled, and yeah, I don't like that. So safety first. Yeah, got a big old chunk of rust on the outside. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go through like that, get all this rust out of here, and just make it not solid, but one piece, so it looks good going down the road. And if I rub it on trails, I'm not sad. Over here's a little bit more. That's pretty much all Bondo as it is, so I'm not really going to lose any sleep over it, but it should look nice going around town for the time being. And then when I figure out what I want to do, I'll do it. What are your thoughts? Leave it in the comments for, you think this thing would look good with flared fenders, stock steelies, cut them out? I don't know. So I'd like to hear your thoughts because I'm not really sure either. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Cleaning this up and then Bondoing it. So yeah. All right. The rest of the side's not too bad. I mean, the fender's shot. Up here needs to be trimmed. When we were at Lost Creek, this actually got pushed back from the tire. We're making a little bit of contact with the door. So I'll pull this back out, I'll trim this up. Like I said, I gotta figure out what I really want to do with it. For the time being, I want to enjoy the truck. So I just want to look kind of decent going down the road. And that's that. So stay tuned. We'll do a little bit more tonight. And tomorrow we're going to see a demolition derby. Maybe you guys tag along. And we'll go from there.
Found the beer tent.
Found the beer tent.
Got a lot more wet than we thought it was gonna.
Llama's doing good.
Llama's doing all right.
It's grapefruit flavored.
How's the llama doing?
Phenomenal.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. Hopefully it stops raining sometime soon. It's only coming down harder though.
Wet demolition derby, mud derby. Guys, so I think that's going to be it for the video. Everyone had a good time at the fair, and I think it really showed us one thing, is that next year we need a demolition derby car. Also, I did a little bit of thinking on the Bronco here. For the time being, it's going to be a temporary fix. We fixed the rust by removing it, some of the rust. We had to do some body work, but this was definitely the worst spots. This side wasn't as bad, the other side was worse. As you can see down here, this was our driver's side. And then you have what's left of the passenger side. I will say though, I had sprayed the underside of this with like bed liner. This is a Par 15 brand bed liner, and the spots where it rusted through is where it peeled off. I mean, makes sense, but it does show that this stuff actually does do something. Everywhere that had it left, there was a little bit of surface rust from the outside, maybe from like rock chips, but no, it's pretty solid. But then where you had it bust off, that's where you had holes. For some reason, I guess the application was a little bit better on the driver's side. This side really doesn't have much left at all. And as you can see, same thing. Stayed here, you know, we're solid here. There was none there. We've got nothing left there. So that's what I think, unless maybe me blowing out the rust knocked it off the back. I don't know. But I think that was the cause. So this stuff did turn out to be all right. And that'll be it for the video. Stay tuned for more goodies. I know I have some stuff coming on for the truck. Good stuff too. Have a good one, guys.